Hey guys, it's Stephanie here from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. I almost said happy whatever day because that's what I do during a Facebook Live, but this isn't Facebook, this is YouTube. All sorts of confused, but I'm not confused about what the project is today. Today, maybe it's because I'm nervous. Today we are going to attempt a tall vase. I'm really nervous. Alright guys, welcome back to another tutorial here at Oh You're Lovely. Yes, we are going to work on a tall vase. It's been asked multiple times, and this vase is probably not that tall. However, you can see another vase, and we'll talk about that later. But there's another vase in the background. We'll talk about that later. Let's start about what we're gonna do today and not what I've done in the past. Okay, so we're gonna work with a vase. It's not the tallest. I am all sorts of out of my loop today. I haven't even said like, let's talk about the supplies. So let's do that now. Let's jump into the tutorial and I'll just not even finish the intro. Oh my gosh, you guys, here we go. It's gonna be an interesting tutorial. Once again, the supplies that you need. A vase of some sort. We actually carry this one at ohyourlovely.com. You want to you want a vase, a tall vase for this particular tutorial. You want greenery. This particular greenery I will suggest for a taller vase is you want something that actually has some height to it, so because we're gonna go on more up, but also something that tapers at the bottom. This will make it a little bit easier, especially if you're working with a vase that has a very small opening. So I was just gonna pop it in there and we were gonna get going, but I should show you the rest of the materials. Oh my gosh. All right, we're also gonna add just a little bit of extra to this particular filler. If you wanted to just use this and call it done, you absolutely could. But I am gonna grab some other similar color stories. We've got some of the fall ruscus, the little flowers with the dark plum purple flowers. Oh no! I've got some pampas grass in here, some bunny tails, some other grasses, and this actual grass I took from my neighbor's yard with permission. I promise I had permission. So we're gonna use that to continue adding in some textures and height, and then of course Sola flowers in whatever colors you want. I'm going with a slightly non-traditional fall color story, but that seems to be my norm. So you can definitely not throw in peach and pink if you want, but why would you not want to? Whatever. All right, let's get into this. Oh my. Let's see. Oh goodness. Pop it in there. Simple Simon, no biggie. I did also though add in here some, you can hardly see it, there's some green moss in there just in case if you want to bring up some height, but this is gonna sit just pretty as is. I am not trying to make a permanent installation. If you wanted a permanent one, you're gonna have to add a little bit of glue or something to the base so that that all sticks in place. Now, I'm going to adjust my camera because I just realized you probably can't really see, well, can you? Without it falling off the table. I'm gonna adjust my camera real quick. I'll come right back and we'll get to making the rest of this arrangement. Now you can see a little bit better what we're doing. All right, let's get our, I was gonna grab the whole bunch, but I guess we'll go piece by piece. Let's add our other fillers in here. They're various different lengths, but we're gonna just add a little bit, I just wanna add a little bit more. I just wanna add a little bit more weight to this. But like I said, you could just grab this one greenery and go and call it a day. That's the nice thing about some of the mixed greenery that you can find at ohyourlovely.com. Some of the bundles we have a whole bunch of different textures, different leaves, different colors in there, so that you can just use that one stem and you're good to go. I lost my words. There's not a lot of thinking to it. You can just grab it and go, and it's good to work with. For those kind of arrangements, because it takes less of the guesswork out of it. But I did add just a little bit more to that. I typically like to go in 3s, but I am going to add 1 to the back. So we're going to go 4 because I don't have a 5th. If I had a 5th, I'd probably put 1 right in the center. All right, so the other one I only have 1 of these. So maybe we'll put this in the center. And this is not how much you would get if you got it from Oh You're Lovely. I cut a whole bunch of the stems already down. But we're just gonna add that in there. And then I'm going to spread it out a little bit so that it's kind of dispersed throughout there. It's just a little pop of color, no biggie. Our 1, isn't it so much fun? All right, we're gonna add 1 of those. I'm gonna cut that down a little bit. And this was cut straight out of the garden. It wasn't preserved or anything like that. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but again, because we're not gluing any of this stuff in place, it's easy enough to be able to remove it whenever we need to. And now to balance that off, I'm also gonna add the pampas grass, also found at ohyourlovely.com. We have 3 different kinds. We have a natural, which is what this one is. It's got like some 2-tone effects kind of going on certain pieces. We have a bleached one, which is going to be more of the white tones. And then we also have a pink one, which is a lot of fun. All right, we got to get that in there. I'm going to kind of bring that down a little bit. Look how happy this guy is. I think I'm going to add a couple more pieces of this though. I think I'm gonna add like 3 of them. You can kind of see the bleached is similar to that tone, but just a little bit different. All right, I'm gonna see where that's gonna hit. Turn it down. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Ah! All right, we're gonna piggyback off that and have those 2 sitting kind of close to each other. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this so much. All right, bunny tails in the grasses. Should we add those right now? Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Or maybe we won't even add them. I don't know yet. Actually, I don't think we're gonna add the bunny tails. I can't believe I said that out loud, but I did. I did. Let me just see if I like this grass a little bit better. I think we've got so much soft texture going on with the different grasses in terms of like the pampas grass has kind of got this feathery feel and soft vibe. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Just like that. Okay, no other additional grasses. Wow. That was not words I thought that would come out of my mouth. All right, let's get the flowers in there. I told you guys this is gonna be a really simple one, which is good because I couldn't talk at all. If you watched the intro, who knows what's going on with me? All right, we're going to use some cream flowers first. I'm still debating. We might not actually. Well, maybe we won't even do the pink. Maybe we'll just add the purple in there. Oh, maybe that's what we're gonna do. I come in with these with kind of an idea of what I want to do, but a lot of the time as I start creating, things just kind of happen on their own. And I don't really just let the flow go. And I don't question it too much in terms of like why and what's going on. Okay. Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll do these little kind of peachy ones and not the more bold. Kind of adjusting the leaves because this was sitting a little, yeah. Oh, okay, that's cute. So we got that. Now I should be making this a 360 type arrangement where all sides are like, wherever you view is going to be like a floral arrangement type thing, but I'm actually kind of digging that the one side is looking much more natural with less of the flowers, and then the other side is the heavier flower side. So kind of depending on how you position it, you could put a fair amount of the flowers on display, or you could kind of like angle it, or however you want to do it. But if you wanted to make it a 360, you would definitely want to add, I would probably be adding like a cream right here, and maybe 1 or 2 of the other peachy ones there, but I'm not. All right, let's see if these purple ones want to be in there to play. I don't think we're going to use these other ones, so I think they're too big, and we want to have a little bit of contrast, possibly. Plus, I use a lot of pink on everything, and it's not a bad thing, but sometimes I'm reminded that I need to push myself out of my pink comfort zone. So we're going to do that right now. And I'm not counting that other flower as pink, even though it's peach. Which is kind of pink, but whatever. Technicalities. All right, there's that one. Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't gonna put a lot of flowers back there, but I really feel like this needs to be, maybe we'll just do the one big spider mom in the back. Oh boy, I'm loving this. Oh goodness. All right, last flower. I told you guys, this is a quick one. If you have everything kind of ready and ready to go, you can pop up one of these arrangements pretty dang quick. All right, there we go. We're done. Look at that. I can go back to enjoying my afternoon. It's Sunday. I'm filming this on a Sunday. It's okay. I can have a drink before 5. Okay. Here we go. So pretty. All right, you guys, there you have it. A tall arrangement. A little bit wild. Again, oh, we were gonna talk about that one. Let me get that. Let me get it. So this one, you can't even see it on camera in comparison. It's a big one. But what this is actually a bouquet that we built, and it's just the right amount of massiveness to be able to really do this wonderful picture some justice. It's a very big picture for a very big bouquet. Again, though, this was very, like, as I built this one, if you want to find out how we built this one, we actually did this on a Facebook Live. We do Facebook Lives 3 times a week. We have over 300 videos now of live tutorials if you ever want to check those out. But we did build this on a Facebook Live. So I'm not going to go over too much of it, but basically created more of a fan style, built our vase this way. But it works really well in this particular vase as far as just a pretty arrangement if you didn't want a bouquet, but you wanted something that had a decent amount of weight for an arrangement. All right, now back to the original tutorial. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you, and it also gets you out of your comfort zone, because I don't like going that and stuff everywhere. But the grasses in particular, pampas grass and some other of the decorative grasses, make it so easy because they do all of the heavy lifting and the work. You just let it go in and you let the flow do what it's gonna do, and you just embrace it. So I'm loving this, and hardly any, I'll say hardly any pink. Peach, I guess, is pink, but look at that. A non-traditional, beautiful fall arrangement, very quick to pull together. So if you have any questions, like always, make sure to drop them in the comments. We'll answer them as soon as possible. To find out about the 150 style Sola wood flowers, as well as greenery and craft supplies, including this vase. Oh yes, actually pretty much everything except for the grass I took from my neighbors. You can find it at ohyourlovely.com. If you're loving what we're doing, can't get enough, want to know when the next video goes live, make sure to subscribe and to ring that bell. I don't know where we're gonna be able to put the bell today. And until next time, this is Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and you, my friends, are absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.